A lion will walk past a sleeping man, not because it is full and not out of mercy. It simply decides the small, soft thing on the ground is not worth the risk, and it moves on into the dark. Think about how strange that is. The single most dangerous land predator in Africa finds a defenseless, unconscious human, and its considered professional opinion is, no thank you. You have spent your whole life feeling like prey in the dark. The animal kingdom disagrees. It has already filed you under predator, and the paperwork is very old. Here is the thing the dark already knows about you. Pound for pound, the most efficient killer this planet has ever grown is the warm, soft, distractible thing watching these words. In the year 2015, a team led by Chris Darimont published the receipts in the journal Science. They surveyed over 2,000 measurements of how fast predators kill their prey. Humans, it turned out, take down adult prey at up to 14 times the rate of any other predator on Earth. Read that again slowly. Not twice as deadly, 14 times, and it gets worse for the competition. We hunt the lions and the bears and the wolves themselves at roughly 9 times the rate they ever manage on anyone. The apex predators have an apex predator. It walks on 2 legs, it sleeps in a bed, and it wears shoes. So no, a lion does not spare a sleeping human out of kindness. It spares him out of fear. And the fear is not stupidity. It is memory, written into the species over a very long time. Now, the obvious answer to all this is wrong, so let us kill it early. The reason is not speed, because we are slow and we know it. Armor is not the answer either, because a house cat can open us up with one annoyed paw. We are soft, clawless, badly insulated, and unconscious for a third of our lives, and yet the deadliest animals on the planet still give us a wide and careful berth. The reason is stranger than strength. It comes down to 3 things a predator reads on a human in the dark, and not a single one of them is muscle. The first is the smell. Human scent does not politely wash off the land. It soaks into a place and lingers there, a chemical signature that announces something walked through here that other things tend not to walk away from. To a cautious animal, that smell is a closed sign on the door. The second thing is the shape. A human is simply the wrong shape to eat. According to the people who study lion attacks for a living, a standing human reads to a big cat as the wrong silhouette entirely, while a person crouched down on all fours suddenly looks a great deal like a 4-legged meal. Upright, with 2 eyes set forward in the skull, you wear the face of a hunter, not the outline of food. Forward-facing eyes are predator equipment. Prey animals get eyes on the sides of the head to watch for things exactly like you. That is the leading account, and it is a chilling one to wear on your own face. The third reason is the oldest and the darkest. It is the inherited memory of fire and of the thrown spear and of the group that does not scatter when one of its own goes down. Predators are gamblers, and they are terrible at losing. A single broken jaw is a slow death sentence for a wild carnivore. So the cautious individuals, the ones that flinched away from the upright animals near the firelight, are the ones that lived long enough to have young. That caution became the inheritance. We are the reason it exists, having taught it to them one bad night at a time. If all of this still sounds like a flattering story, our species tells itself, good, because someone went out and measured it. In 2023, the biologists Liana Zinet and Michael Clinchy hid speakers across the waterholes of the greater Kruger in South Africa, where the lion is unquestionably king. The animals out there were played 4 kinds of sound: lions snarling, dogs barking, gunshots cracking, and then humans just talking. Calm, ordinary, conversational human voices the sort you would hear in any kitchen. Now hold the picture in your head. An entire continent built around the lion, and the sound that emptied the waterhole fastest was not the lion at all. 19 species ran. Elephants, rhinos, giraffes, leopards, hyenas, the whole cast of things that fear almost nothing. They were twice as likely to bolt from a murmuring human voice than from the roar of the apex cat itself. 95% of them feared the soft, talking primate more than they feared the king of the savannah. The same pattern shows up wherever anyone looks. Hide a speaker at a puma's fresh kill in California. Play a human voice, and the cat abandons its meal in 8 cases out of 10, cutting its feeding time roughly in half. Even European badgers, snug in the woods outside Oxford, refuse to come out and eat until the human voices stop, while the recorded sounds of bears barely trouble them. Hold that image, because it is the whole story in one frame. A lion's roar is a threat. To these animals, a human voice is a verdict. The leopard does not stop to ask whether this particular human happens to be dangerous tonight. It has already lost that argument, 10,000 generations deep, and so it simply runs. And here is the turn that should keep you up tonight, lying in the dark, doing the math. Every predator alive on Earth right now is a survivor of us. Not a survivor of nature in the abstract, but of us, specifically. The wolves that did not fear the firelight were quietly edited out of the gene pool, one careless gamble at a time. Any big cat that crept a little too close to the upright silhouette never got to be anyone's ancestor. What remains, the predators breathing somewhere in the dark right now, is the edited population. Only the nervous ones made it, just the ones that learned to flinch, so the forest does not fall silent, because it failed to notice you come in. It falls silent because it noticed immediately. Every snapped twig under your boot broadcasts the one silhouette. This landscape has spent 100,000 years learning to fear and avoid. You are not really walking through their world out there. Instead, you are walking through the ruins of a terror they built around the memory of you. The Cathedral of Dread in those woods has your name carved over the door, which brings us back at last to the sleeping man and the lion that chose to walk around him. He was never lucky. That man was simply wearing the most frightening shape the animal kingdom has ever produced, even unconscious, even snoring, even completely soft and unaware. The monster in this story was never out there in the trees with the glowing eyes. It was lying on the ground the whole time, dreaming, and the trees knew far better than to wake it. So tonight, when something in the dark goes still and watches you from the tree line, remember which one of you is actually afraid. It is more frightened of you than you will ever be of it, and it has extremely good reason. We have not even begun to talk about what we do to the things that are not afraid of us yet.